exact time. Some of your interest problems will give you two dates for which you need the number of days between. Well, this calendar or this table will definitely help you find the number of days between two dates. And if you look at this, it's telling you how many days have elapsed since from the beginning of the year to that certain date. For example, if you look at May the 13th, you see 133. There's May, and there's 13. So that means there's been 133 days that have elapsed since the beginning of the year. So these are always the number of days that have elapsed from the beginning of the year. So keep that in mind as we do these examples. There's two main examples we're going to look at. One is where you're given two dates in the same year. So June 30th to October 31st. So let's find June 30th. Here's our June, and here's our 30. In case you're wondering, here's the months, and this is actual day of the month. So June 30th, 30's here, June's here. That means that 181 is how many days have elapsed since the beginning of the year. Now we also have October 31st. So here's our October column, and 31 is over here. And looks like they converge at 304. Now to find the number of days between those two dates, all you're going to do is take the 304 and we're going to subtract out the first 181 days because it's going to leave what's between those two. And when you take out your calculator, just type it in, and you do get 123 days. Now what you could do is you could actually take out a calendar and start counting, but I'd rather not. This is way faster, especially since the table is there for you to use. Hopefully. I'm going to erase these lines because I'm going to use the table again. For the next example. Now this one is a little different because it spans over 2 years. It goes from November 3rd to the end of the year and then starts a new year. This is only for 1 year. So let's see what we can do with the table values. So November the 3rd, let's find that value first. Here's November and over here's the 3rd. And you may want to draw a line just to keep everything straight. We come to 307. So what that means is 307 days that have elapsed since the beginning of that first year. But then we got a second year with the date of February the 8th. So here's our February, here's our 8th. And we get 39. Now, we're not going to subtract those, and we're not going to add those either. Because if we add them, this could be way too much time. Or if we subtract them, it's going to be way too much time also. It's not going to be many days. It's roughly 3 months, maybe. About 3 months. If you think about it, maybe 4 months. You got all of December, you have all of January, which is 2 months, and then you got most of November and some of February. So you're looking at a little bit over 3 months, a little bit over 90 days should be our answer. So how in the world can we use these values to get our answer? Well, let's think about it for a second. We know there's how many days in a year? 365, assuming there's no leap year. 365 days in a year. Well, we don't want all of those. We want what's left over from November 3rd to the end of the year, which means we need to get rid of all the days before November the 3rd. That's going to leave what remains in the first year of this example. So we're going to just subtract the number of years from 365. We get 58. And then this 39 is for the second year, starting from the second year to 39. So like from 1-1 to 2-8. That's what this 39 represents. Now this 58 represents from like 11-3 to end of the year. So that's why you only have 58 days from the first year and 39 from the second. Remember, we said around 90, guessed around 90, a little bit over 90. So to get the total number of years, we add the number of days remaining in the first year plus the number of days in the second year, and we add those two together, and we get 97, which is what we would expect. A little over 3 months. So when they're in the same calendar year, just subtract the two values. When they're two different years, you need to find this value and subtract it from 365 to find the remaining days of the first year, and then the table value for the second date is how many years there are up to that point in the second year. And that's really all you need to know.